Hello, welcome to the daily tarot readings here on the Black and Orange channel. I am known as Autumn around here. Thank you so much for being here. I am here to take your 12 questions at 12 o'clock Central Time in the U.S., Chicago time, and I've got my notebook to write your questions down right here. It's kind of first come, first serve here, and just put your questions in all caps, then I'll know you're talking to me. Anything in all caps, I know you're talking to me. Other than that, please just type normally. And people are really friendly and helpful. And we have epic troll slayers. We have epic moderators. And thank you for that. 10% of all income that comes in the channel goes to feedingamerica.org. And if YouTube will suddenly dump comments and it will cut off earlier stuff. So if I miss your question, please just put it in again with a YT in front of it, and then I'll see if I can work it in. But otherwise, I'll be here tomorrow and the day after. And the day after, I'm here every day, weekends, weekdays, holidays, your birthday, my birthday, you name it, I'm here. Okay, just I don't do personal readings, but politics or maybe even some general stuff just for fun. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm opening it up to some wider things than just politics, but not a lot. Not a lot. So if we have too many questions that aren't politics, I will only take so many a day. Okay, so there's that. Trying to think if there's anything else. After this, I'll go down into the description box and the first pinned comment, although YouTube doesn't always keep it at the top, even though it's pinned. What is the point? And I'll type in all the questions covered today, and there'll be timestamps so you can go straight to what you're interested in. Okay? All right, I'm going to scroll up into the chat, and I'm going to look for anything in all caps. Let's see here. What have we got? All right. Kate F has a question. What was the thought process of Officer Kim Potter? Wasn't she the, oh gosh, I thought I was grabbing my taser. Kim Potter, charged with manslaughter. Hey, she admitted a 2-sentence resignation letter. And I want to say, wasn't she the one who said it was just a taser? Okay. Thought process of Kim Potter. Who murdered Daunte Wright. Okay, that'll be number 1. Thank you, Kate. All right. Matt Jonesy? Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. Is Veneta Gupta going to be confirmed as Associate Attorney General for Civil Rights? Veneta Gupta. They are 3 weeks ago, they were deadlocked on her nomination, but she was still on track for confirmation with Democratic support. And 4 hours ago, it was just reported that she was protecting military ballots. Sure, civil rights lawyer. All right. Veneta Gupta. Confirmed as Associate AG for Civil Rights. Okay. All right, that'll be number 2. Thank you. Thank you, Kevin. That was very kind. All right, Kay, good morning. Last night's birthday bash was fun. You were fabulous. Thank you. And Kristen from Uncover the News, thank you. Just saying, all questions should be in all caps, first come, first serve. And if YouTube dumps your comments and your question is missed, add YT at the start of your question and post it again. Yeah. Thank you, Kristen. Okay. Kristen from Uncover the News also has breaking report. The New York Times has now confirmed that a stand-down order was given to Capitol Police on January 6th. Oh, I think we need to look at that. Oh, boy. Are there any more details? Okay, so NYT stand down order given to Capitol Police. January 6th. Okay. We should look at that. Man. Okay. Also from Uncover the News, South Florida private detective live streamed the Capitol insurrection to Russia in real time. Oh, some people. Yikes. Okay. Yvonne, what will be the Attorney General Garland's first case? I can ask. What? AG Garland's first case be? Okay. All right. That'll be number 4. We'll have a look, Yvonne. Thank you. Thank you, Barbara. Deseret's getting your second shot today. Excellent, excellent. Janie, I like this. Will we ever have a Native American president? I like that. Will we ever? I would think so, but have president POTUS. Got it. That'll be number 5. Looking forward to reading on that. Thank you, Janie. Uncover the News today in history in 1912. Oh, goodness. The Titanic hit the iceberg. Bless all of their souls. So I imagine tonight, usually every year, there's a channel on YouTube that has recreated the ship, and it has the sinking in real time. And it's here's the ship in the water, here's the iceberg, it hit at this time, and then it goes from the outside. The camera moves from place to place on the ship when things were happening at certain times, and it's harrowing. But I recommend sitting through it. Titanic hit iceberg. So sad. Okay. Thank you, Kristen, for letting us know. All right. Hello, Becca from House of Lenormand is here. Do subscribe over on House of Lenormand. Becca is doing stuff nobody else is doing. She is the expert on Lenormand. So you will learn a ton, and she has great insights. So, Let's see. Looking for anything in all caps. Lowell question. Is heliocentric astrology rooted from ancient alien origins? Well, heliocentric. Astrology. Ancient alien origins. Heliocentric would be centered around the sun rather than centered around with the Earth. Instead of having the Earth at the middle and the wheel of the zodiac around it, it's the sun is at the center. So the Earth actually becomes one of the planets shown on the outside on with the others. So I'm putting some of these non-political questions. I'm putting them down at the bottom of the list. It doesn't mean they're less important. I'm just separating them out a little bit. And also, if some of the political questions get too dark, the occasional lighter question can be helpful. So, good Thursday, Autumn. Good Thursday, Pamela. All right. Thank you, Lowell. And Sonoma. Could you look at the spiritual reason for twin or multiple births? Okay. Is there a spiritual reason twin or multiple births? Okay. All right. I've got it down as number 11. I'll have a look at that, Sonoma. Thank you. Quinoa, good morning. Will there actually be a Trump library? It'll be about this big. Everything he's read and learned in his whole life. This will be about it. Do you want a room to keep it in? Shall we build a room to keep it in? It's a good question. Will there be a Trump library? All right, that'll be number 6. Thank you. Let's see. Thank you, Kima. All right, so I think YouTube just dumped a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, so if I may have missed what you've got there. Oh, where am I? Oh yeah, Bernie Madoff passed away today. Look at what you did with your life. Good grief. Teresa is asking, what will be the outcome for the Afghan people in the U.S. when we leave and the troops leave in September? Okay. Outcome for Afghan people. U.S. leaves in September. Okay. That'll be number 7. Thank you, Teresa. Okay. What? Kristen has some news just in. Scalise, who says that Harris is missing at the border. Please sit down. House would take action against Gaetz if the Justice Department filed charges in an ongoing sex trafficking investigation. Huh. Surprising. Because it's not like Scalise is a reasonable, lovely human being. Pamela is asking, will the protesting intensify after the trial of Officer Chauvin? Protesting. Okay. Intensify. After the trial. Chauvin. All right, I will look at that. That'll be number 8. Thank you, Pamela. Okay, and anything else? Thank you, Marby. Thank you. Appreciate that. Rhonda, okay, I want to know if other people, not of color, can see the hypocrisy of the police towards the people who stormed the Capitol and violence against the protesters. The unfairness of it. In general, yeah, people can see the unfairness of it, and more they can see the unfairness of it. I don't know that I could add much. I'm sorry, Rhonda. Angelica, can there be a better way for Fukushima to treat their water instead of releasing it into the ocean? Okay. Better way to treat, well, they're not even treating it, they're just releasing it into the wild and hoping it dilutes. To treat Fukushima water. Instead of an ocean release. What could go wrong? Okay. And Polywanda, did prominent Republicans participate in the Orlando parties with Gaetz and Greenberg? I have looked in general, but I think we've got to start narrowing it down to specific people because the answers I'm starting to get are too general. Yes and no, humming and hawing. It's not really answering because there's so many who didn't, or maybe somebody did. I think we need to look at specific people. So, sorry. Haiti, did the female officer kill the 20-year-old by accident? Are we talking about Kim Porter and Daunte Wright? We could look. Kim by accident. All right. Well, in theory, I've got. Here we go. This goes to here. In theory, I've got my 12 questions for today, but we'll see what happens here. Shame, you'd think when I first started doing this every day, people were saying it's too long, and you won't have enough to read on. Every day it just whoosh, 12 questions, boom, and then there are many more. But all right, so I've got some questions here, and then we'll see what happens. Okay, and yes, I agree. Becca is the bomb. Yep, on House of Lenormand. All right, so I've scrolled down to the end, and okay, we're going to start with this whole Kim Potter, Daunte Wright. Because actually no, I will need one more. Pamela, Wednesday, Autumn leaves on time. One day she must be precise on her time. Oh yes, thank you for reminding me. Yeah, I'm here until 1:40, and I can't stay later than that. Actually, I just realized these are the same questions, so let me add on just scrolling up through the one question that was jumping out at me. Will justice be served on, I believe his name is Jefferson Beauregard Sessions. Okay. I haven't looked at him in a while, but let's start at 21. So the first question here, excuse me. All right, so Kim Potter, the thought process. What was her thought process since she's being charged with second-degree manslaughter of Daunte Wright? So, what was her thought process? The other question was, did she mean to kill him? I think really the question, her excuse is she was going for her taser and shot her gun instead. Really? Let's have a look at that. Hello, Kate. Kim, is it Potter or Porter? I thought it was Potter. Potter, yeah. The other person had said Potter. Kim Potter. Diva, for those who are not aware, 20-year-old Daunte Wright was pulled over for an air freshener hanging from his rearview mirror, and he ended up shot dead accidentally, all within a few miles of the Chauvin trial. Wow. So 2230. What was your thought process, Kim Potter? Insult to injury, you think? Alice saying he was pulled over for expired tags, had a warrant out for a gross misdemeanor. Mm-hmm. Okay. All the damage you did. Well, it starts out with what she actually did. This feels like the man himself. She's going to have real trouble going forward, financially, trying to afford the court cases and trying to pay her bills. And she thought she was a good person, but in fact she was part of the poisoned well. So she also thought she was all that. Because I had the world card there, but were you really going for your taser? Not that that was necessarily justified, but Kim Potter, were you really going for your taser and oops, shot him with a gun instead? Really, you can't tell the difference, really. They're shaped slightly differently. They're different sizes. They're different weights. The community was just waiting for it to happen again. Just waiting. All right. What I'm getting is racism. This is being on the defensive, being in a position of power, feeling like you were going to be like she was going to be protected because she was on the force. This feels like, I think I'm a good person, but this is just all the wand card, the wand cards are and this sun card, this is the Trump stuff. This is the narrow-mindedness, the bigotry, and thinking you're better. And just like in the last reading, this is somebody was just going about their business, but you're swatting around because you're important. Not answering my question, though. Did she really think that she was just tasering him, or she was just about going to taser him and she grabbed the wrong thing and fired without thinking about it? Is that story true? Or is it a lie? And I don't care if it's a lie you've convinced yourself of. Just in that moment, did you go for your gun? Or did you think you were going for your taser? Truth or lie? Page of Pentacles. He was unarmed. Wasn't he unarmed? Or that accidentally on purpose? Yeah, I think that's the question. There's evidence. Yeah, she that's a bunch of bunk. I mean, I don't have the Seven of Cups here, which is the card of complete fiction, but this is aggressive. This is aggressive policing that it aims to hurt. There is evidence of her use of strength. She's not going to cooperate, but there's proof somehow. I don't know if it's a video or some kind of camera, but this is evidence of her use of strength. Going for her taser. Yeah, right. Is she... See, he was 20, had his entire life ahead of him. Mm-hmm. Is she just a flat out right? I mean, is she just flat out racist? Insult to injury. This is bad policing. Yep, absolutely. Insult to injury. You have to, she's being limited in what she can do because there are so many of these people who need to be put down. It's her whole worldview. All right, well, you are a rotten human being. Goodbye. Okay. Moving on. 3030. Will Veneta Gupta be confirmed as Associate Attorney General for Civil Rights? Veneta Gupta, where are you? He was a father too. Oh, jeez. All right, Veneta Gupta. Veneta Gupta, will you be confirmed as Associate Attorney General for Civil Rights? Veneta Gupta. Hello, Ashley. She just wants to do her job. She's so and she's surprised, disgusted by the Trump policies in regards to civil rights. Pamela, good vibes for Gupta. Yeah, it feels pretty good. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I bet these are all good. The weakening of the Republican ideas about civil rights, which are racist, and she wants to get some of the poison out of this well. That's Biden and his administration. He has the right to nominate whomever he wants. But this is weakening. It feels really quite positive. Her energy's good. It's got that. It's got that very practical, ambitious. She's got that very practical, ambitious kind of energy. It's still good though. Oh, she definitely wants to go after end these policies, write the things done. Yep. Okay. So I'm getting good energy for her and a lot of hard work in the future. So, okay. 34. Now, does anybody have any details on this one? New York Times, a stand-down order was given to Capitol Police on January 6th. Okay. Was a stand-down order really given to Capitol Police on January 6th? Because that's what the New York Times is reporting. Was a stand-down order really given? Oh, wow. Pain. Pain. And when was it given? There weren't enough of them. They didn't have enough stuff. They didn't have backup. Surely it was hinted at in the beginning, but isn't it? Has anybody read the New York Times article? Were the police really given a stand-down order? Arms, fighting, beginning to fight back, to protect an institution, tempered. Or Republicans trying to keep secrets. Pretty straightforward. Right there's your answer. Is someone going to be in immense trouble for said stand down order? Let's see here. 3 cards. That's the stand down order. That's voluntarily standing still among weapons. Thief, insult to injury, sending the message, stand down, even though they were. It's egregious, is what it feels like. So, Polly Wanda, if Trump can normalize his hair, he can normalize anything. Oh, man. Okay. I'm sure we will be looking at this again. All right, 3730. I'm not sure what we'll get here, but the question was, what will Attorney General Merrick Garland's first case be? Any ideas? What will Merrick Garland's first case be? Well, he like Trump, he feels like a delegator, but let's see here. Disappointed there isn't more ready to go when he got there. There wasn't more ready to go. There should have been. Thank you, Thelma. Thank you. This is whatever it is becoming public. Because it's communication. Someone standing up. Possibly him standing up, communicating. Out in the cold, but happy family in the center. With this out in the cold, I'm not sure if this is the border or COVID. Polly Wanda, Lowell saying, to Lowell, thou shalt not mocketh thy Lord Trump. Jeez. He's so awful. Ace of Cups. There's a lot. quiet temperance, higher wisdom. I'm getting a lot of delegation. There's so much. There's so much. There aren't enough hours in the day. I wish I was getting something specific. Was that perhaps COVID, or was that border stuff, or was it higher wisdom, delegating? Move it. So much to do. This keeps coming up for him. There's a lot going on, but he's overseeing a lot of stuff. It's not his case, like his thing. That's what I'm getting. I don't know if that's how that's going to work, but that's what I'm getting. Okay. All right. It is 41:30. I like this question. Yeah, Pam, the third time secrets. Yep. All right. I like this question. Will we ever have a Native American president? Will we ever have a Native American president? Andrew Jackson would spin in his grave, wouldn't he? Will the United States ever have a Native American president? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Feels like a man. I'm getting a mental image of a man. Quite healthy. Might be a little handsome. Then again, when it comes to politicians, I mean, in the political world, I always think Handsome Jim. The name, I go into an alpha state and I can't remember stuff. Yeah, anyway. It is right. Bronze skin, hubba hub. Thank you, Belle. Thank you. Justice. Cosmic justice. Queen of Swords. Himes. Jim Himes. I mean, that's what passes for hunky in Congress. And he's in, yeah. But it feels like it's not for a while, though. So I'm just having a quick look. Let's see. Okay, so you weren't talking about this. It feels like I'm getting a mental, for what it's worth, I'm getting a mental image of a man standing. There's something Oval Office-y, sort of like the Oval Office, but there's a lot more technology around him. It's made to not be as obnoxious to blend in a little bit with the dated decor, but there's the old-fashioned decor, I should say. That's what I'm feeling, though. It feels like a man who's kind of handsome. People really like him. And you think, well, the presidency is a popularity contest. Of course people like him. No, it feels like people like him. So yes, I like it. Okay. All right, so you guys are all talking to yourself. That's good. That's good. 46. I give you the Trump Library. There it is. So shall we build a... This is everything Trump learned and everything good he contributed. And shall we build a building around it? A shed might do. That's it. Will there be a Trump library? See, it's just a piece of paper that says library. Oh, Allison, comics? I wouldn't even... Comics. No, I don't even think that... You might actually learn something from a comic. You might get some emotional intelligence. Oh, man. Holly, what do they honestly think will go into that? Watch a garden clutch. The glass thing you cover a plant with. Yeah. It's about Tweet Academy, suggests Allison. It's basically really what the library is meant to be is like a history point of this person's time in office. So in theory, that Trump would be all for that because it would be a museum to him. That's where there's been talk, but it's supposed to be a place of learning, education. Yeah. You guys are funny. And so I have got to read some of these. Quinoa is suggesting it could be like those little book exchange boxes. Like that. Ellen is suggesting perhaps a gold toilet and newspaper. Or cell phone. Sally Mount, 5,000 copies of Junior's book. You know what, though? That might take too much attention away from Trump himself, though, away from Donald. So probably 5,000 copies of his own book so we can say it's a bestseller again. Mm-hmm. Book Bewitched says he wants a Disney-type library with a skate park and food area. Okay. Kristen's asking, in the future, will there be a wing in the Trump library about his treason? Holly's saying an ABC of what not to do. Sajine, a list of all his litigation. Al, he shredded a lot and they have to save it. Someone taping it all back together. Okay, so Kristen's asking, will there be a wing in Trump's library about his treason like Nixon library has a wing on Watergate? Oh, trying to teach the youngins. Lowell, I was thinking McDonald's wrapper. I love you guys. Don't need too much documentation for him. Diva, a large map of the South with a Sharpie. Is Gene suggesting the first X-rated library? Oh no! Oh no! 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 The Nixon library. Nixon was an institutionalist. I mean, Trump. If it's not all about his greatness, me, 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 I, my greatness, everything I did. It's not going to be there. It's just, yeah. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Okay, well, feels like standing in a field of fresh air because there's nothing there. Okay. Ollie's saying Venus moves into Taurus today at 2:22 p.m. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. 5130. Oh goodness. This is going to be rough. 5130. What will be the outcome for the Afghan people when the U.S. leaves in September? What will the outcome be for the Afghan people when the U.S. leaves in September? What will the outcome be? Well, initially, you've got military families reuniting. That's a silver lining. What do you think, kitten? And he lays down on his other side and goes back to sleep. Boo Boo's over here, by the way. My co-host Boo Boo's and Kitty's over here. There are people there who've never known anything else. Young people. They've never known not the U.S. not being there. There will be some nostalgia for some of the stability because you can think of it as young people taking up arms, but who don't want to hear ideas about democracy and what have you, and the things from the Americans, nostalgia about when they were there, not by everyone, of course. And this idea of family, where a more liberal idea of family coming under immense attack. Let's see if there's any more information. Afghanistan. Well, the U.S. were seen as occupiers and what have you, but they were also bringing a lot of stuff into the country. And with them gone, the economy, it's going to make a big change in the economy, is what it feels like. The big weapon systems are going home. The expensive weapon systems are going home, as in leaving. welcoming troops home. Soldiers who barely know their own children. And people in Afghanistan walking away from the liberalism. So I'm getting the same kind of thing. It feels very tense. We can't stay there forever. Okay. 56. All right, 56. Will the protesting intensify after the trial of Chauvin? Will the protesting intensify? Will the testing intensify? Will the protesting intensify after the trial of Chauvin? Oh, it's feeling a little bit more like he might actually be held accountable for something. Feels more than it did. That's good. Judgment. There will be judgment. We know that. Will there be an increase in protesting? There's some kind of it's a judgment against him. The bad judgment. The bad judgment of what he did, and him holding that physical, like it's like a blood. It's not like a weapon. It's a bludgeon. Or it's strangling somebody, or it's standing on their neck or kneeling on their neck for people feeling out in the cold. But there's some. It's not the justice card, but there's something goes against him. So people do feel out here, but it's some protesting, feeling out in the cold, but it's not the tower. Do you know what I mean? So we're not going to get everything that should be coming against him, but something. Is it an improvement that even some of these police officers would actually face some consequences? It's something. $59. Okay, at 59, the question was, is there a better way to treat the Fukushima water instead of releasing it into the ocean? Those of you who don't know, Uranus went into Aries? Something like that. But it was like Uranus, bolt out of the blue, entered some, I forget which sign. But it was an outer planet. It went into a new sign, and like the next day there was the tsunami in Japan, and the Fukushima nuclear plant is right there on the coast and got hit, and they've been having all kind of trouble since then. And now they're saying that trying to treat some of the water in there, they're talking about releasing it into the ocean, which they've been talking about for quite a while. Polywanda, the radioactive water is only part of the problem. That is true. That is very true. Releasing the water. We're definitely in the right area. But do we really even have a better option? It's going to do all kind of damage. It's going to just do immense damage to the environment. These are people who actually know how to deal with the water. Someone in the West, Biden. I wonder if the Biden's having somebody looking into something about this, because what the stuff that's released there with the underwater currents, it heads for the west coast of the U.S. This is not a, oh, it's way over there. Oh, nay. Chris, I've not eaten anything out of the Pacific Ocean since Fukushima. Heading for California, Kate saying, yep. Pamela saying, Japan already polluted the ocean. I agree with Autumn's read on this Norwegians cleaning of the ocean. Japanese are protesting, says Shirley. What you're putting out there coming in, he's watching the water, seeing what's coming in. This feels like radioactivity. And I got strength. Oh no, this is just heavily polluted. We don't have a better way to deal with it. But there's definitely some panic going on all over the world, people racking their brains, trying to figure out what to do about this. Wheel of Fortune. Oh, the whole world. I'm not getting good answers. I'm getting the whole world freaking out about this. So there's some people with some better ideas. I don't know if it's feasible, but there are definitely people who have knowledge of this. Pamela, Biden needs to join forces with other nations to clean it up. Yes. Kristen from Uncover the News, Matt Gaetz' iPhone has been seized. Oh, all kind of stuff in the water. Oh. There's something about Japan can't do it, can't afford to do it, or they can't. They don't have as many options. Okay, but people care. I'm getting people care. I'm getting that around the world there are people racking their brains trying to come up with options. But Japan doesn't feel like they have a lot of options. Will other countries come together? Will other countries come together and do something safer? than just releasing it into the ocean, because it's unbelievably bad for the environment. All right, that's Biden. That would be... Yeah, it's fighting, but you're not fighting alone. You've got there are many ones taking action with you to try to keep drinking water cleaner, because this will spread all over the earth. So okay, hurry up, guys, if you're gonna do something. Scary. Oof. Okay. 106. Will justice be served on Jefferson Beauregard Sessions? I do declare I have proven my racism without question. I try to pretend that I have ethics, because I recuse myself as a great, even though there was great pressure. But I am truly a rotten human being. There's going to be justice meted out on Jefferson Beauregard Sessions. Well, he was the first politician to endorse Trump. The first person in Congress, I should say, to endorse Trump. He did immense damage. He did immense damage. And any kind of thing he's saying now, or, oh, but I did this sweet little thing, I helped this grandmother across the road. Yeah, let me guess, she wasn't Latina. This is the Democratic Knights protecting the realm, so they're moving forward. And Sessions, he doesn't have the power he had. He's not as up in the party as he was. He doesn't. He's got one heck of a pension, but they're going to do something. But I'm not getting. This isn't a high-speed chase. Let's put it that way. So thank you, Sup Dog. I'm not getting uppercase justice. It's feeling more like lowercase justice. So justice. It's just-ish. There's Trump when he was emperor. Strength, burden for America. He's gonna get sucked into the various hearings, commissions, and what have you, but I'm not getting what I would hope. True, Hall. He lost any credibility. Oh yeah. I think there's really not much here. There's really not much energy here, which is very disappointing. And I've got the Emperor card again. It's about Trump. It's not really about Sessions. He had his moment as a star. He left. The prosecutors are investigators or something doing something, but I'm just not getting the world falling down. It's it. That's disappointing. I've got to ask because it was mentioned. Kirsten, in Uncover the News, I believe, put this up 1:10:30. Matt Gaetz, his iPhone was just confiscated. Will authorities find incriminating material on Gaetz's phone? Let's have a look. So apparently, word is that authorities have just confiscated Matt Gaetz's iPhone. Will they find incriminating material on Matt Gaetz's? Material that will incriminate Matt Gaetz. Enjoy life. Someone in chat said it happened a long time ago. It's just being reported on now. Okay. Well, if it happened now or it happened whenever, or if it's going to happen, will authorities find incriminating material on Matt Gaetz's phone? Oh, wow. Headache. Here. Communication. The card of communication. There would be your phone. Okay. Oh, yeah. Bernie Madoff passed away. Yeah, I mentioned that earlier. Look what he did with his life. Yes, this is disgusting. I don't know if this is... he's definitely got solicitation. He's going to be on the defensive despite all the money and power of his family. There's information on solicitation on his phone. Is entertainment only. What do I know? Just reading on the collective energy. That's it. But anything worse than solicitation, as in solicitation for a sleepover with young people. J-Lo, here we go. Federal authorities executed search warrant and seized cell phones of Matt Gaetz and his former girlfriend. Report by Jerry Lamb, April 14th, 2021. Thank you. Pamela, Matt Gaetz gives me a big headache. Why, yes. He is a big headache. I think we can agree on that. So this incriminating material, possibly, is it just for solicitation, allegedly, or possibly, or is it just solicitation, or is this for people who are younger than they should be in that situation? I'm getting a mental image of Gaetz being trussed up, hogtied. I don't know. He thinks he got away with it all. You scumbag. I think we can all agree Matt is a scumbag. He tried to use apps that don't keep messages, or he tried to do some things to try to hide the damage he did. He thought he got away with it, but it's coming back to haunt him, and it's going to skewer him. I've got to ask. 1:15:45. Is Matt Gaetz going to prison, going to be convicted, and is Matt Gaetz going to prison for the P word? The lowest of the low, the scum under the scum of the earth. Matt Gaetz going to prison for according to collective energy. That's big movement. That is big movement. He thought he was untouchable, and he was sucking up to Trump. And his family had power and money, and he was a light in the Republican Party. This is us being a lot happier because his whole world is effectively ending. Not like passing on, but let's see if there's any more information. It's Matt Gaetz going to prison for Page of Cups. That's pretty much the card of a victim. Tried to refuse, but his family has money and power, manipulation. Scumbag. Okay. I'm going with scumbag. All right, everybody. Well, I actually have my 12 questions. 1, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, I've got my 12 questions. So that's going to do it for me for today. But I will be back tomorrow. I'm here every single day. And it has been Matt. Book Bewitched, yes. Anyway, hang in there, everybody. I'll be back tomorrow. There are good days ahead. We're going to be okay. All right. And I will see you all tomorrow. Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you.